I gotta record it. Yeah. There's something wrong with the other phone. I record it on the cell phone. Yeah, I'm still in the chair. Yes. The family court, the video court, the state court, the federal court, video court. Yes, I have the marriage license. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes, I can show where it says, hold on. It's 2004. Mm-hmm. Yes, it has the birth date on it. Yeah. 1986. Mm-hmm. It's right there. Mm-hmm. Yes. When the mm-hmm. 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 Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you have evidence that using the marriage license is the same thing as using the birth certificate because it has the birth date on it. And it's the same birth date for the social security card. And it seems like different people who are using the same birth date and marriage license and saying they were my wife. It seems like sex abuse. Yeah, that's what I said. No, no, I'm not sure where my wife is. No, I'm not sure how long this has been going on. Some of the people said that it's been happening like since high school. Something about a police report August 9th and something was going on since high school and that the police officers did something wrong because they were supposed to be finding out why were all of those different people using the same social security number since high school. Why were all of those people using the same birth certificate? You know, something that was going on since high school. That's what they seem to have said. I'm not sure which officer's handwriting wrote the police report of August 9th, 2015. I'm not sure why, if they were so concerned about what's been going on since high school, have they not said or addressed anything about the different people using the same social security number, the same birth certificate, the same marriage license, And you know, you say that the same marriage license is the same as using a birth certificate because it has a birthday. Hmm. Well, one of the people said when I was walking down the street, they said that's why they hadn't or they didn't arrest any of those people that was using the name and stuff like that because it says one of them was supposed to be his girlfriend, the police officer's girlfriend, and when I had got locked up August 9th, 2015, I'm not sure which one of the people was using their name in the social security card or the birth certificate or any of those cards or whatever, but they said that when that stuff happened, it was like they were investigating the wrong person because it was like the crime was someone using the same birth certificate, the same social security number, the same marriage license, and whatever kind of, I don't know, is a credit card or MasterCard or debit card, and all of those records and I don't know. Hmm. Okay, so you saw the bad words that someone was using the name, yeah, in the video, and they was saying bad stuff about me, and it seems like she's not my wife. Hmm. So I think that she may be the one that was involved with the police officers in their scam that they had did all of this time. Yeah, somebody had said that I don't know, sometime between here and there, somebody had said that the police officer had told her that he don't have a lot of money, and then you know, they was talking about me. They was saying I don't have a lot of money. I just get the social security check, and that I don't have a car, and that she needs a real man or something like that, and that he had a plan of me being killed and murdered, and that and of her leaving with him, getting insurance money, claiming being the wife, and that they wanted to use the police report, and that she was gonna tell lies is what she was gonna do. I don't think that's what she was gonna do because she never did. But he's like his plan was for her to tell lies and say that she was being abused ever since high school or some stuff. It really don't make sense. So it's like it was somebody that didn't really know her and they just didn't like me for some reason. And it seemed like they wanted to have sex with her or something like that. And there was reports of them sexually abusing her. And like whatever they did is whatever they did. And they told me like it was just a trigger and that they wanted me to get mad or do something so that it would look like being a bad person or something because you know I never had any victims or whatever, and it just looks wrong whatever they did, you know. And with all of those different people in the same social security, like everyone knows those are crimes. Yeah, it was like it looks. Yeah, it was like it looks exactly the way I said. It looked like somebody wanted to have sex with one of those girls, and they throw their whole life away because there's no way of explaining if they were all using the same social security number. I was never supposed to ever had went to jail. Hmm. And you have the background. Yes, a person was using a birth certificate of April 30th, 1986. A child was born August 30th, August 31st. A child was born August 31st, 2004. The girl that was with me was using a birth certificate of April 30th, 1986, and the name April Williams, and I told her she did not have to work. At the same apartment, another child was born July 18th, 2008. No, it was July 18th, 2006. I'm not that smart. I get confused though. Okay, it's okay. A child was born in the same apartment July 18th, 2006. The same apartment where I told the girl she didn't have to work. Mm-hmm. Exactly. So yes, and those dates are after April 30th, 2004. Mm-hmm. So it is sex abuse when you have a marriage license and someone else, different people, was using the birth certificate and social security number and saying that they were my wife, and I don't have to press charges. Do you know where my wife is? No, I'm not sure if she wants to press charges or not. It doesn't seem like, where she is. Hmm. Yes, I had my own place when the child was born October 6th, 2008. Yes, the person that was saying that she was the mom used the same birth certificate of April 30th, 1986. And it's the same birth date that it says that the marriage license says. Mhm. I'm not sure if they were different girls then. Yes, it is sex abuse. Yes, it is sex abuse. I'm just not filing any charges. I'm not sure if my wife files charges or not. Hmm. Well, she might be mad because if someone else was using like her social security card and is spending her money that she gets a check on the third of the month on a MasterCard or some kind of debit card. No, I don't have it, I don't use girls for money and stuff like that. I was the one that told them that they didn't have to work. Hmm. Because, being a husband. Exactly. Exactly. You're not supposed to use girls, women, ladies, and females as a workhorse or as a source of income or money. I'm not a pimp. I never made anyone into a prostitute. No. So you're saying that it was wrong for me to have ever went to jail even on August 9th, 2015? And you have evidence? And it does look like different girls in the pictures? Yes, I'm recording this phone call. Yes, it's a video recording. Okay, you're gonna explain to me what was wrong, the legally. Okay. Did you want me to say it in the camera? Okay, hold on. Can you say that again? Okay. But talk to the camera. Okay. They said that it's sex abuse when different people was using the same social security number and the same birth certificate and the same marriage license with the same birth date. And they said it's sex abuse because if different people was using the name April Williams and they were not supposed to be doing it stuff, and then anytime anyone tried to say that I was fighting or doing anything, they said that since I was the victim of sex abuse, it's self-defense because I was being sexually abused because different people were saying that they were my wife. I was never supposed to go to jail because if a person tried to have sex with me and they are not my wife and they was using her birth certificate, her marriage license, and her social security number, and was trying to have sex with me, they said the court and the police may have made some mistakes or did something wrong because it's self-defense is what I'm being told. Is they say it's self-defense because when those people were saying that their name was April Williams and saying that they were my wife and taking advantage of a mental health patient, if you claim that you say you saw me fighting her, I'm not sure what you're talking about, but if you claim that you say you saw me fighting her, some people say that you're supposed to fight a person off of you if they were sexually abusing you. And since there's evidence of it being different people in the pictures, and I say it's still, and I say that it's sex abuse, they say that the police did something wrong. And something about federal court, state court, a federal court that, yeah, they said that some of the people said that it's federal court, would say, because they were using the social security number. In state court, because they was using a birth certificate and a marriage license. It's something about identity theft. Mm-hmm. And that since I already served the time in jail. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, evidence. Yes, when a child was born August 31st, 2004, and a child was born July 18th, 2006. Sometime after 2006, I did go to jail in the family court for the children. I went to jail for the child born August 31st, 2004, and for the child born July 18th, 2006. I went to jail in Birmingham, Alabama, because I was standing up in the courtroom arguing with the court. And said, yeah, that was a crime what they did to me. Because if the courtroom is a place where you argue your case, then I was never supposed to be locked up then for arguing my case. Yes, I did go to jail for the child that was born October 6, 2008. When they said that a guy named Willie Johnson had molested Trinity Johnson, I went to the house and I had this Jeep and I rammed into the back of, I rammed into his car, you know, because I was mad. And he was so scary, that he ran and jumped out the car like he was going like he was scared to death or something like that. He wanted to be so big and so bad and wanted to abuse the child. But when I bashed into his car for Trinity, I went to jail, and I don't know what happened to him, you know. So you do have evidence of me standing up for the children. And I never made any threats. And I went to all of those court dates. And I'm not sure which one of the girls in the picture, you know, is using the birth certificate or the name. And I'm not even sure if that's the name, you know, or if it was the name they were using. But whoever my wife is or wherever my wife is, I always trusted my wife. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was never about sex, and it was never about women. And I never had sex. You know, they say going all the way, something that could get someone pregnant. I never did any of that stuff they call having sex with anyone, unless I thought it was my wife, using the same birth certificate of April 30th, 1986, and the same social security number, and the same marriage license. So you have evidence of it. So I was the victim of being abused and sex abuse. And you say all of the arresting officers that was ever involved since April 30th, 2004 would have some kind of explaining to do about, if I'm a mental health patient, and then after all of this time, I looked at those pictures and said they look like different people, then why didn't those officers tell the truth about it being different people and about me being the victim of being sexually abused? And since I never pressed charges against a female, it makes no sense for a female to have ever been a prosecutor against me. Mm-hmm. Did you have evidence of that? Mm-hmm. Yes, 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 it's still recording. Mm-hmm. Yes, the officers seem to have known that I was married, because in order for them to say family violence or domestic violence or it's your wife or something like that, then they were saying that they know it was someone else's wife, or that she was saying she was my wife, and that they tried being involved in someone else's marriage in a bad way. And I never asked them to do any of the stuff that they did to me. No. Yes, all of this stuff happened after May of 2003. A girl was with me and she said her name was April Williams at every court date that I went to. And ever since May of 2003, the people that said that they were part of some kind of family was mad because somebody had went to jail or got killed or something like that. And they seemed to be mad at me for something that somebody else did. Mm-hmm. And then it was after May of 2003. They said something had happened in high school with one of those girls that was saying their name was April Williams, and it, you know, they said it was because of what other people did. It wasn't because of me. And she would always tell me she knows it's not because of me. She knows what they did, you know. Mm-hmm. Cause it was like she could have left any time when I was in jail and never had to come back. So they know she wasn't trying to leave me. Mm-hmm. It was like, and she could have left any time that I ever went to work and between those pregnancies. So if there were different people or something like that, it was like, you know, it's not my fault. And yes, I have a marriage license. So it's like, they said it was some lesbian woman that wanted her to be with her and another man, and that it may be some kind of kidnapping or something like that, or something that they did wrong because they just didn't want her being with me. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's when it seemed like they had tried to send those lookalike girls or whatever, and then I noticed something was different. Yeah, and I was like, wait a minute, you don't seem like the same person. Mm-hmm. So there is an investigation. Mm-hmm. No, I'm not pressing any charges because if it was something that a girl did to another girl or something like that, then I guess the ladies know what to do about it. Or I guess the girls know what to do about it. Or I guess the women know what to do about it. You know, however they identify themselves. But no, I'm not having sex with any of those lookalikes or because I don't want to be part of any of those scams. No, no, no. Mm-mm. Because they was playing with the Social Security office and using government checks and stuff like that. And they said that people can go to jail for that stuff like that. So, yeah, they told me not to even go to the family court, like video court and stuff like that. It was like, yeah, those are crimes. They're like, yeah, that's the problem with all of those police reports and getting locked up like that. The police would have to explain why they wasn't investigating those identities. Yeah, that's what some of the people say because they wanted to have sex with those girls or whatever, and they was too busy lusting after sex instead of doing their jobs of the investigation of those identities of April Williams and the birth certificate of April 30th, 1986, and the marriage license of April 30th, 2004. Mm-hmm. But she probably knows more about it